Hey, good morning, everybody. We're taking a look today at a 30-unit apartment complex up in the northwest corner of Columbus, Ohio, here at 5476 Kenny Lane Boulevard. This is just Google Maps to give you an idea of where we're looking at. If you're not familiar, this is Dublin, Worthington, downtown Columbus. We're up kind of in this northwest suburb here, still inside the 270 loop, and actually even more conveniently still on the eastern side of the river. So as far as traffic goes, you're not kind of pinned outside here and only have these couple of crosses or bridges over the water rather. You're also pretty close in here. This is a pretty main like retail area. There's a Giant Eagle here. There's a Walmart here. There's all kinds of restaurants, a couple little pubs, bars, some condos back in here. So it's a real nice, like kind of residential retail corridor. Bethel Road is like a main retail corridor down to 315. Tuttle Mall's over here. So this is really like in the heart of some really nice stuff. And then we've got Bridge Park, that new development up here north of 161 in Dublin. So this is really 10 or 15 minutes from basically everything you'd ever want to get to. So killer location. That's the point of showing you this. And then it's 30 units. I believe it is I think it's all of these. I'm pretty sure. We'll pull it up and look at it. But these are all, I think, 4-unit buildings. So I think it's all these here. This is actually where Premier Fitness used to be. I just drove by this the other day and that thing is just leveled. There's nothing there. So they're redeveloping this into something else, which will be pretty great. And that's right near this plot. So let's jump into the numbers and see where this thing plays out. So this, to give you an idea, is what we're going with here. Just scroll through the pictures. It is an auction, which is interesting. So there's the asking price, that 2,250,000 is the reserve. It is going to be on auction, or up for auction rather. It's been up for 30 days. It looks like it's going to close on the 21st at 8 p.m. And then they got an open house here coming up. So I'm going to head to that and see what the open house is like. But for the most part, I mean, a lot of these look pretty decent shape. Some of the roofs certainly could use redone eventually. Like this one definitely looks newer. That's an older roof. You can tell that's an older roof. You can tell these ones over here look like they've all been done recently, probably in the last 5-10 years. So that's great. Yeah, that's like a brand new roof. It looks like, holy shit. So yeah, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are all 6-unit buildings. It looks like nice. Got little backyard areas. Very cool. Just stellar buildings. But they're all townhouse style, which is fantastic. That's generally what you want, because you want that up-down situation. Some of the AC unit, like that AC unit, looks pretty new. That one looks pretty old. So I'm guessing so. Oh, that one is historically old. Holy crap. So at some point, some of these HVAC and other mechanicals will need replaced on these. But some of them have been done, you can tell. Oh, I lied. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 buildings. My apologies. It's not the whole thing. Very nice. So there's 5 buildings, 6 units a building to make 30. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so let's see how the numbers shake out, shall we? These are very rough. This is at list price, and it was fairly conservative, I feel like. So we went in at list price. We've got 1% acquisitions costs, 1% loan costs, and we're doing a 70% LTV loan. We're assuming we're going to get 7.5% interest. Honestly, that's probably pretty good for the numbers right now I've been seeing. So we'll see if that ever shakes out. We're doing a 20-year AM and a 7-year term. We got loan costs again at 1%. I already said that. So that gives your annual debt service as 152, and you got over $500,000 or 675 in a down payment. As far as income, so when I pull this up, we're in the $1,100 to $1,200 range, which is pretty good for a 2-1 townhouse in that area, especially because it's Dublin schools. It's very killer. If these things were updated, I think you could push it more. But for right now, I did 1135 as kind of the conservative rent that we were going to count on, just for some quick numbers. So we did 30 units at 1135. The current rent's 950. So that allows us to see, what we're missing here, which ended up being about 16% of the rent we're under market, which is significant. Like it's not a little number. So the annual market rent, or what we should be getting, is about 408 grand gross. So that's what we built our numbers off of. We took 5% for the vacancy, and in expenses, I've got 45 grand, which is a little bit more than they're currently paying in property taxes. I got 27 grand in insurance, 15 grand in repairs and maintenance. I got $3,500 in landscaping a year, and pest control is $4,500. I'm not sure if those are accurate. Honestly, it might be more than that, but at least we're accounting for something. Property management, I put at 10% of gross rents, or about 39 grand. And advertising and marketing, I got $1,100. So that's what we put in there. That comes out to 135 grand and some change of expenses. And then we just went down the list and made sure we accounted for everything. So in year one, kind of before rents and things start going up, we got 37 grand in pure cash flow, and it just goes up from there. And in year five, or rather by year four, we got over 100 grand in pure cash flow. So really cool potential building. Well, here we can even update this. Say we get rid of this thing. We're buying this thing at like almost a 12 cap, which is pretty dope. And it's a 12% cash on cash return. That is, if we get this thing at list. I should say, after looking at these numbers, I have a hard time believing this thing won't go over. So it'll be kind of another exercise after we see the place to determine what our max is, given the condition and the CapEx requirements that are there. So let's say we get an 8 cap on the dispo. So we got a $3 million sales. So yeah, you're gonna make damn near in profit what you paid for this place, theoretically, which is pretty interesting. That's the beauty of commercial real estate. So next steps, we're gonna go to the open house this coming Tuesday. We'll check out what the real condition of the place is. But first crack, these numbers look pretty good. They look promising. So if you're in the market for a 30 unit and you want it in a solid school district, 2-bedroom units, this is it. Get at me. We can get you in the auction. Thanks much. See you guys later.